So in today's episode of Moon Talk, we're going to be talking about the grind mentality, or more so like the get it done kind of mentality, the just do it kind of mentality,
Just
right?
do
With
it!
that being said, guys, welcome into Moon Talk, episode 4. How are you? I hope you're all well. Bear with me today, everybody, as my throat is a little sore, as I've recorded a lot of content today, so just bear with me. I'd really appreciate it. Nonetheless, the grind mentality is quite an interesting one because we see a lot of people, right, getting in the energy of doing everything they can to stay on their hustle, to stay on their grind, to work as much as possible to gain maximum results. But sometimes the grind mentality, when it's combined with working on the wrong things, is not leading you to get maximum results, but instead is keeping you in a trap and an endless cycle of basically unsuccess, if you will. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about that. Now, I think that working very hard serves a great purpose, right? When we work very hard to accomplish and achieve things, especially if we know what we're working on works, it's fantastic to put more effort into it. But I think that when we start working on things that haven't really shown a great success rate, haven't really shown a good ROI, return on investment, what we're then doing is we're putting in all this work to get zero results. Okay? So what I feel about this kind of topic is one of the best things you can do is if something's working for you, go at it. Put your investment into it. And don't forget, though, to take a day to rest if that's something you need to do. I think a lot of the time with the grind mentality, one of the biggest flaws within it is that we're going to work ourselves so hard to the point where we get burnt out. And the moment we become burnt out, we immediately become less efficient. And the less efficient you are, and if there's zero efficiency at that, the even harder of a time it's going to become to achieve something that once felt so easy. Most of the time, a lot of people grind and accomplish things and keep going and keep working harder because they're in what's called the flow state. Everything is very easy for them to do, right? Let's say you're a public speaker, you're going to go crush a couple seminars. It's very easy for you to keep on doing it back to back to back to back because you're in this flow state where you can just talk, you're on go mode. It's simple, it's easy, it's efficient. But when you're a person, let's say, for example, you're a creative person, you're an artist, you pump out 10, 15 paintings in about a week. That's pretty gnarly for an artist, right? And then the next week comes, and for some reason, you feel like you can't do anything. You can't create anything. It's like your creativity has been blocked. Now, some people with the grind mentality would say, well, I'm going to sit here until I pump out this painting. Is that helping you or hurting you? Is that going to be something that's going to get you success and maximum results? Or is that something that's basically going to push you to the point of being even furthermore burnt out, okay? So with that being said, think about it from that perspective. Working hard works great when things are working for you. But does it work great when it's not working for you? No. So I think that one of the best things we can do here is that when things are working out for us, take advantage of it. You're in that flow state, dude, go crush it. Do as much as you can, put as much effort in as you can, and go for it, right? Of course, if you need your rest, have your rest. But when things are not working for you and you keep fighting against the resistance, that's when you're going to get yourself in quite a pickle and quite a predicament. That's when you're going to get yourself stuck. And the last thing you want to do is keep working hard on something that is not working for you at that moment in time. That's when you say, okay, maybe you're the artist, right? I pumped out 15 paintings last week, but this week I can't pump out one. My creativity feels blocked. Take a break and rest. Let yourself rest, recuperate, and recover. Because you know what? Not only do you need that physical rest, you need a creative reset. You probably need a mental reset too. I don't think people are aware of how much mental energy is incredibly important. You can be so awake physically. You could start dancing, flailing, feeling super good about yourself. But if your brain is like, ugh, I'm so tired, you're going to start talking so tired. You're going to start thinking so tired. You know what I mean? For me personally, with what I do with my kind of work, I read tarot. Tarot is very mentally draining. It's very mentally taxing on you. It's not necessarily so much as physically taxing. I think that, creating a lot of videos, talking like it is today, it's very taxing on my voice. But there is certain times where mentally, it's very hard to construct a sentence. It's very hard to just feel engaged in what I'm doing because the focus isn't necessarily there. If I weren't able to give myself a mental reset and I kept on trying to get in that grind mentality again where it's like pump out tarot video after tarot video after tarot video, what would happen is having no mental energy, not only is the quality of those videos going to be terrible, not only is the reading themselves going to suck, but I'm not going to feel connected to what it is I'm doing, and I'm not going to be working more efficiently. I'm going to make more errors, and the more errors I make, I need to correct, and it's going to be a shitstorm. at that moment, what should I have done? Took a break, right? For sure. Got my mental reset and got my mental rested, and even physical rest if I needed it too, right? So the grind mentality is a good one, but I think that it only really works is if you're in a flow state of doing something that's currently working for you. If you're noticing that you're not on your grind in a way where you feel efficient, if you're noticing that you're not feeling mentally rested, if you're not feeling physically rested, if you're feeling burnt out, that's the moment where you stop and you take a break and you get the rest that you need to, okay? Because I think it certainly serves a purpose. I'm a big person of taking advantage of time, taking advantage of my creativity, and taking advantage of when I feel good. When I feel good, I want to do as much as I can because I'm glad I feel this way. I'm ramped up, I'm amped up, let's go, let's crush it, let's kill it. But when I'm in that energy where I'm feeling low, the more I push myself to the max, the more my batteries are getting further and further and further more burnt out. So the best thing you can do with the grind mentality is capitalize on it, take advantage of it. When you're in the flow state, go for it, do amazing things, make it happen. But when you need that reset, guys, get that reset, and that would be my best advice for you. I'm not a big fan of telling people, just do it. You know what I mean? I think that it's awesome to just do it. Sometimes I think we can make excuses for ourselves too. I mean, if we're a little tired, get some coffee in you. You're a little tired. But if you're like at the point where you're ready to just go to bed because your brain is so tired and it can't handle it anymore, or you're just physically so beat down, what are you doing pushing yourself even more? That's not going to help you. If you just need a little bit of coffee, just a little smidgen of coffee, just to kick yourself up a little bit and get on into it, then get on into it, right? We got to be mindful of the excuses we make, certainly. I think that sometimes we got to push ourselves because we know we can do it. We can get it done today. So in that retrospect, just do it. Get it done. But if you are pushing yourself beyond what you can handle, then it's time to pull back, okay? So with that all being said, everybody, thank you for watching Moon Talk. Really appreciate it. This week's episode was an interesting one. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it because a lot of people have various different opinions on the grind mentality or just like get things done. I think that some people will look at a person who's like beat down to shit and is like, well, if you're not getting it done, you're just lazy as fuck. And it's like, no, like if you genuinely don't have the mental energy, the physical energy, how do you expect to push yourself to the max when the tank is on E? It's like driving your car, okay, with no gas in it. Is it gonna go? It's not going to go, right? So we got to be gentle with ourselves and we got to make sure we reset when we need it. It's healthy to take a break, guys. So always please take a break if it's something you need. But when you're in that flow state, guys, capitalize on it. Do as much as you can because those are beautiful moments that we don't want to see pass by. Flow states are super beautiful and I love them and I'm sure you love them too. So when you get in that flow state, capitalize. When you get in that state where it's like, oh shit, I'm out of gas, it's time to refuel, baby, okay? All right, guys. Thank you for watching Moon Talk episode 4. If you have any comments of what you'd like to see in next week's episode, comment down below. Be more than happy to surf through those comments and see what, piques my interest or what you guys want to hear overall. Thumbs up a comment if you want to see that, comment talked about in next week's episode. Would really appreciate it. But guys, thank you for tuning in. It's been real. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.